Welcome back. So excited you're here. And we are going to be looking at how we can use some of the AI features in Canva for photos. And this is honestly, like, photos are kind of like Canva's thing. Yes, they've built it into the docs like we've seen, but whenever it comes to images, like, I think Canva is going to be one of the people pushing the boundaries of this and within the framework of all the incredible templates, resources, elements that they already have. So I love that a program that I'm already using is doing this, and I'm not like having to switch and learn a new program. So I'm going to show you some of the AI features that it has and how you might be able to use them. So we're going to kind of go through the spectrum of it. So if you want to open up Canva and keep that in another tab while we work, totally cool. So I'm going to show you them as we go. Okay, so here we go. So let's say, have you ever had this? Have you ever had an image and somebody took, like, we took a family photo, or you were somewhere and they took it, and they took it horizontal, but then you want to post on Instagram, but you don't want it to be like small. You want it to be like the Instagram. Use all of the real estate that Instagram gives you. So you want to use it, but you don't, like, you got to fit everybody in it or something like that. So one of the cool AI features that you have is, right now I have the sizing for an Instagram post, but I'm having like this picture of me and my kid from a few years ago. It doesn't fill the whole page. So I want to show you one of the cool AI features you can use. We're going to go to edit. So I'm in there. If you're in Canva, you have an image, you toss the image into some template, hit edit. This right here at the top, this is your Magic Studio right here. Sorry. This is your Magic Studio. So the one I want to use first is obviously the last one, because sorry. Go in, I'm going to go to Magic Expand. Magic Expand. And so from here, what Magic Expand does is it takes an image and then it tries to fill in the gaps of what is missing. So, and sometimes this can be really weird. This is actually a TikTok trend where it looked really creepy. But let's say I want a freeform and I can pick, where to make it or how the sizing. I'm just going to go whole page. I've got my image. See the purple? It's expanding around to what I want. And so when I click expand, what it's going to do is it's reading my photo and it's predicting what it thinks would be in the gaps, what it thinks would be in the blank space. If you're a Taylor Swift fan, the blank space there. And the way that Canva usually does magic is it creates 4 different versions for you to choose from. And yes, you can regenerate. Yes, you can, ask it to do some more. Hey, not bad. Like, at first glance, if you went and looked at my Instagram, you would think, like, that looks pretty clean. The sky looks really great. Yes, there's like a small line there. I can see the separation. But down here, it did like a blurry version. And I can click between the ones and see which one I like the best. This one's good. I don't know why I did like a watermark at the back. That's weird. That was actually probably the best one. I think that one's probably the best one. But yeah, this is great. I've used this on photos I've posted. Like, I want to post, like, I coach my youngest son's flag football team. And the image was horizontal. And I wanted to fill it to like a square or larger. So I just did the fill. You can't even hardly tell. It's just grass and trees. So I could go there, hit done. It has now generated that image and built out, like, filled in that blank space. And at first glance, I would think most people couldn't even tell that I used AI to fill in the gaps of this photo. So pretty sweet little feature that you can use to just expand and adjust. Okay, so let's go to this image. So same thing here. I've got this and I've got a little bit of gap on the ends. So let's go to edit. I want to go to Magic Expand, whole page, and expand it. So it's now reading that image. This is a picture I took of my kid in Iceland. Sorry, I only use Iceland photos apparently. So throw that in there and it is reading it. While it's reading it, how are you today? Are you good? What could you use this Magic Expand for besides that on photos? Let me know. I would love to hear it. So it looks like it's got one of them. Let's see which one's the best. That one's good. They're all pretty good, to be honest with you. They all look pretty good. I think that one's probably my favorite. Let's probably use that one. Okay, sweet. So now from this, I want to show you a couple other features of things you can do with Canva through this image. So I've got the photo selected, and I'm going to go back to edit. So I'm going to go to edit, and actually, nope, I'm going to stay on this one. No, I'm going to show you another one. So let's delete that. This is dangerous. You're seeing there we go. How about this? Steph Curry. Love Steph. Steph Curry with a shot, boy. So real quick, I'm just going to drop this image in, and I want to show you this feature right here. So this is honestly, this is the AI feature I use the most. It's been around for a while before they started doing it, but I feel like it still is considered in their AI features because it's just so good at it. What you can do is if you have an image and you want to take the background out, you can tap on the image, and it's actually not even in, yes, it's in the edit stuff, but it's so important they put it in the main like toolbar. So I can click BG remover. It's going to read that image. It's going to remove that background. Look at that. It left the TNT thing, so I'm going to do that. So now I have Steph Curry yelling in my photo with my kid because I removed that background. Love that. Look at that. Steph, you're going to stay with us, okay? So background remover, BG remover is one of the best. I could do that here. Like I could do this with Titus's photo, and it's going to take everything out of it except for Titus. I don't want to for the purposes of this video, so I'm going to hit undo, put it back. But background remover is one of my favorite AI features that Canva has. It's just an underrated tool, okay? Now, from there, let's go in. And yes, it has filters and effects. Those aren't really wouldn't consider in the AI portion. But I do want to go in and say, let's look at Magic Grab. So this one's called Magic Grab. What this does, it's similar to background remover, but what it's doing is it's where background remover recognizes the main part of the photo, it takes out the rest. What Magic Grab does is it finds that main part of the photo, but leaves it there. But I can go in. So look at this. Y'all see how it highlighted Titus because it recognized he was the main part of the photo. And now I can grab and move. So I'm going to say grab. Sorry, I had to select it. Now I'm going to be able to click on Titus and I can move him in the photo. So looks like the same photo, but now I've done Magic Grab. Look at this. You're like, oh, cool, it just removed him. Keep in mind, it did not know what was behind Titus. Whenever I move him, everything behind him, it filled in the gaps. It AI filled in all this stuff right here. Chef, I'm going to have to delete you. Sorry. So go in here. Sorry, it's distracting me. Then I could take Titus. I could move him here. Say he's standing on this. Looks a little weird. I need to make him a little smaller. There you go. Now I've got Titus standing on that rock. And then I could hold Option. I could move another one here. I could have 100 little Titus minions running around this thing. Look at that. I could have all those Tituses. Then I could make this one bigger. Like he's some sort of like that weird statue, the entrance. I still don't even know if that's a real or not. Or if it still exists. There we go. So now, look at that. Magic Grab. Magic Grab is awesome. You can take somebody and move them around in a photo. You can move somebody, you can move them completely out of the photo. You can take them here and toss them into another one. So like I could go in and I could move him into like, I don't know, standing on the top of another planet. So Magic Grab is a cool little feature. Sorry, Steph, you got to go again. So cool little feature where you can grab that person and essentially detach them from the photo. So I reattached him. He is now attached back into the photo. So now let's look at a couple of other features. So I'm going to go back to Edit. We've done Magic Grab. We're not going to do Magic Text right now. We got Magic Edit. Okay, this one's a pretty cool one. This is like, because right now all we've done really is we've taken our photo and we've like created layers for it, like by either taking out a layer or popping those layers apart to where we can move them around, or we've added to it. But that was like filling in the gaps. What we're going to do now is Magic Edit. What Magic Edit can do is it can build in I can brush the area I want it to go. So I'm going to pick this spot right here. Okay. So let's say I want a pirate ship. Generate. It's going to, in that space that I just highlighted with the brush, it's going to generate something that doesn't exist. This is similar to Magic Expand where it created a space that didn't exist, but it was building off of that. This can be something that doesn't exist at all, has no like tie into this photo. Like there's no pirate ship in here. I'm not expanding a pirate ship. I am creating a pirate ship from nothingness. So it's going to give me 4 options. That one actually looks really good and it's like darker. So it feels, that one's a little too bright. Kind of like that one. That one's pretty good. Looks a little bit more fake. And that one kind of pops. I think this one actually looks the most realistic. So now I'm going to X out of it. I now have a pirate ship in here. And you can get creative with it. This is really cool. You could have students go in and build out different things, create a world. Like you could get a photo of some famous time in history and have students drop things into it. Like if they could time travel, what would they put in there? I know there was one teacher, there was this TikTok that went viral where a teacher would, when they were teaching history to their class, they would go in and edit themselves into the crowd at like famous events and see if their students noticed, which I thought was just incredible. That's the stuff I would do if I was still in front of students. So let's do magic edit. Let's add in, let's do a brush. We're going to do, 2 dinosaurs fighting. Generate. And so I could go in and add these elements to any image I want. I could build in these things that, like, say it's not even, like, because I'm doing crazy stuff. Say it was just something small or simple. You could add that into your photos. And you're like, well, Tyler, what does this mean for the future with, like, knowing what's real and what's not? Who knows? I don't know where we are with that. That one's a pretty good one. He's walking on water. Jesus, dinosaur, calm down. That one looks pretty good. It's a little cartoonish. That one doesn't look good at all. This one, actually, I kind of like this one. We got 2 dinosaurs fighting. Look at this. And then, you know what? I feel like the sky needs something that doesn't exist as well. Sorry, we're going to do one more. I love Magic Edit. I think it's just such a cool little feature. So let's do, okay, let's do, I don't know if it's going to do it, but let's do oceanic flight. What was the one? What is it from Lost? Doesn't matter. Let's just do airplane. Airplane. I don't know how to spell airplane. Oh my gosh. Airplane flying. Generate. Let's see if it creates an airplane. That way we can just fill it in. I feel like just 2. You got to have at least 3 make-believe things in a photo. Why don't we take this time to think about how we're doing? What is something you, in your comments in the chat, how could you use this with your students to help them be creative, or honestly just think of different things and adding them into different pieces of history? That's too bright. I think that one looks pretty good. Look at those. Those all kind of fit the vibe too. That's pretty sweet. And then obviously I could move those around if I wanted to. I don't know how. I guess I'd have to do like the magic grab and I could do that. But let's do edit again. So we've done magic edit, magic expand. Excellent. Background remover. Those are all pretty good ones that we can do with this photo. I kind of love this. I'm actually going to download this. By the way, if you have never downloaded something in Canva, hit share, download. I usually do PNG file, download. I'm sorry, I want to keep this one. I thought that was pretty cool. Now let's do another image. So I'm going to go in and find an image. Let's see, uploads. All right, so let's find, let's see, to show you the next features, I'm trying to think, rock statue. Let me see if it'll search my images. There's one picture we took a while back. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. Sweet. Okay. So let's say I want to add in this photo of my son. We're on a vacation. I need to change the sizing. So I'm going to go back to Canva. And I'm going to do, I like the sizing for an Instagram story. There we go. No, I'm going to do Instagram post. Okay, so we're going to go in. I'm just going to use this for the sizing. I'm just going to delete her. Sorry. Really great site. Hey, what's up? All right, so I'm going to paste that photo. There we go. So I've got a photo of my kid. We were at the, this is in DC. We're at the MLK statue. And so I'm going to zoom. I don't want to zoom in. I want to keep it like this. Let's do edit. We're going to do magic expand because we want to make it a square post. Let it fill in the gaps. Just going to sit here and think about our entire life while that's loading. How are you? Are you good? Sorry, that's like my go-to whenever there's like a silence. Okay, sweet. That one doesn't look good. That one looks pretty good. That one looks kind of fake. That one looks pretty good. Let's see. I'm just kind of flipping through which one. I think I like this one. Done. Then I'm going to expand it because there's something weird off to the right. There we go. Okay. So now I have this image of my son in front of it. Now here's the problem. We were taking this photo and you're like, oh, that's a great photo. Does anything stick out to you guys? Oh yeah. This dude, This dude was walking around. Cool. I'm glad you were there, bro. But also, I don't want you in my photo. So I'm going to show you a little feature you can do with Magic AI. We're going to go to Magic Eraser. Let's say someone's in a photo. You don't want them there. You highlight them, erase. Same thing it did earlier where you magic grab and it filled in the blanks. It's like magic grab, but I'm grabbing that person, getting them out of there. Bye. Bye, Felicia. He gone. Sorry. There you go. Boom. Now he's the only one in the photo. Most people would never notice that I cut some dude completely out of this photo. So like I could do, this is always the one I use. I did this on a TikTok, so I guess I don't feel bad. Have you ever taken a family photo? Let's do this. I'm going to go to my uploads. Family at beach. There we go. So we were taking a family photo. Have you ever taken a family photo and you're on vacation? You're like, oh, here we are. Look how much fun we're having. And you want to post it. And then you realize that in the middle of your photo, somebody has accidentally photobombed your photo vis-a-vis tying their kid's shoe. Sorry, we're all adults here, so just get over it if that offends you. I'm so sorry. Email me, I'll give you your money back. Let's say I want to take them out of this photo. Edit. Magic Eraser. I'm going to erase this unfortunate timing, and then I'm going to erase this dude too. Sorry, you're gone as well. It is hard. This was at like we did like a Disney cruise. Oh, cool. Look, I got most of it. Got to erase that little part right there. Erase that. Boom. It is tough when you're on vacation to get a photo where you're the only ones in the photo. One time we were at Disney, and this was, now it's become a joke in my family. And we're sitting there, we're at Magic Kingdom. We're at Disneyland or Disney World. And we're standing there and we're at the middle, like, you know, like you can stand like that main street in Magic Kingdom. There's like a whole street all the way leading up to the castle. And like everybody wants to take their photo in front of the castle. Yay. But it's packed. It's always super crowded. And we're sitting there and we take like a family selfie and there's people all around because it's just, I mean, there's every few feet, somebody's lined up taking a photo. And we're sitting there taking a photo and this lady is with her family. She turns around in front and like we've just taken the photo. We're looking at it to see if we can take another one. And she turns, she goes, hey, we're trying to take a photo. Can you guys move out of the way? And I was just like so caught off guard. Like I would never ask anyone, like I get it. Like if somebody just standing there picking their nose, yes, but I'm taking a family photo. And she's like, can y'all just get out of the way? Or she didn't say it that way. She said, I'm being honest here. I'm not going to say the story like my mom tells stories where everybody has one of two voices. Either you talk like this because you agree with my mom, or you talk like this because you disagreed with my mom. So I don't know if anybody else's parents, or maybe you have voices for different people depending on who they are in the story. But this lady, she goes, not to change her voice, she said, could you guys move out of the way? We're trying to take a family photo. And I was like, I was so caught off guard, and I just go, sure. Or I probably said it more sarcastic. I was like, sure, like that. Like I was so caught off guard, it came out in my sure for us to move. And then she like turned her head. And she goes, don't have to be a jerk about it. And now that is like, now with my family, that's like a running joke. Like that's one of our inside jokes that whenever one of us says something, go, don't have to be a jerk about it. And we say it in that voice, just like she did. And I responded, just so you get the rest of the story. I go, I said, sure. Is how I responded. Like I agreed to what she wanted and she was acting like being a jerk. Like I didn't say no. Anyways, we got to get rid of the shadow. Erase. Boom. Not bad. Now I have a family photo at the beach where we're the only people in it. That is a great way to have family photos now. Look at that. Looking clean, baby. There we go. So Magic Erase is a wonderful, wonderful tool and feature. Sweet. Let's go back here. Let me see. Back to Canva. We'll go back to this one. Okay, so let's see if we got any more photos. So I could go here. Let's say I want to add Finn into this photo with Titus. We're going to go to background remover. I want Finn to be in here with TT. Look at that. Looking good, baby. Kind of make it a little more realistic. Put him right there, hanging out with the dinosaurs. Background remover. I love background remover. I use constantly. Like YouTube thumbnail. I'll show you the practical one for background remover. Oh, I just typed in YouTube. I meant to type in Canva. So I'll go in, I'll type YouTube thumbnail. I can go in, find one of their templates. Most attractive thumbnail. Calm down now. This dude, bye. I'm going to go into uploads. Let's see. I got a folder here. I've got a folder for my podcast stuff. There we go. Got an image of me. I'm just showing you behind the scenes of how I would make a YouTube thumbnail. Toss that up there. Then I go to background remover. And then what I do is I go to edit because I don't like that harsh, like it does literally just cut around the edge. I like to do a shadow and then I'll do like a glow like that. And then you can go and change your words. Most basic thumbnail. There you go. And you can edit and adjust and do the background remover. I love background remover. It's just such a great feature. Let's see if there's any that I'm missing. Edit. So we've done magic grab. Oh, I'll do grab text next. So we've done magic expand, magic edit, magic grab, magic eraser, background remover. So we need to do grab text. So I'm going to find, let's find old-timey movie theater. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to download this image. Save. And then I'm going to upload this image. Open. Okay, so I've gotten a photo. This is a straight up old school photo of this theater. All right, now this is awesome. I don't use this feature enough. I just don't have a ton of like times where I would use it, but it is pretty cool. So you've got this text, or you've got a photo. This is a set photo. Okay, it's one layer photograph. I can go to edit, and then I can go to grab text. What it's going to do is it's reading. See that? Do you see that like thing it's putting over it? It's reading my photo, and it's essentially layering out that text for me. So I can pick which one. Let's say I want all these right here. So I'm going to hit grab. And then what it's doing is it's recognizing the font. Now, the only issue is like Canva does not own the copyright to all of these different fonts. And so they have to go in and essentially change the font to something they're allowed to use. But then now it layers it out. So I can go in and say, AI for educators, virtual summit. Starring Dr. Tyler Tarver. TarverAcademy.com/honor roll. I am now making a new title that is built in. It's like all these features are so similar. It's like Magic Grab, except for instead of grabbing a person or an object, it's grabbing the text, converting it to something you can now edit. This is just one of like the coolest features, and I think you can make a really fun case for a project or something you could do with your students using this tool. So, man, I love that. How about this? I would love for you to grab an image, go into Canva in the next few minutes. I'm going to give you a few minutes. Go in and get an image and try at least one of these tools, whether it's a background remover, magic text, magic edit, anything. I want you to go in and try that. If you haven't been doing it while we're doing it, or maybe you are, go in and play with that feature and adjust it. And I'll see you guys here in a minute.